As humans, we've all experienced failure at some point in our lives. It's a natural part of growth, learning, and progress. However, it's how we respond to failure that truly matters. Do we let it define us, or do we use it as a stepping stone to success? We're often taught that failure is the opposite of success. We're encouraged to strive for perfection, to be the best, and to never give up. While these ideals are admirable, they can also be damaging. When we're afraid to fail, we're less likely to take risks, to innovate, and to push beyond our comfort zones. When we view failure as an opportunity for growth, rather than as a source of shame or disappointment, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We begin to see that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. Many people have turned failure into success. Before achieving their goals, they faced numerous challenges and setbacks. However, they persevered, and their efforts ultimately paid off. In today's society, we're fortunate to have access to resources, networks, and opportunities that can help us turn our ideas into reality. However, we also live in a society that often emphasizes perfectionism. We're encouraged to strive for flawlessness, to be error-free, and to never make mistakes. While these ideals may seem admirable, they can also be limiting. When we're afraid to make mistakes, we're less likely to take risks, to experiment, and to try new things. We're less likely to innovate, to create, and to push beyond our comfort zones. In contrast, when we view failure as an opportunity for growth, we begin to see that mistakes are an inevitable part of the learning process. We begin to understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. So, how can we change our mindset and start viewing failure as an opportunity for growth? The first step is to acknowledge that failure is a natural part of the learning process. We must recognize that mistakes are inevitable and that they can often lead to new discoveries and insights. The second step is to reframe our thinking around failure. Instead of viewing failure as a source of shame or disappointment, we must see it as a chance to learn and grow. We must ask ourselves what we can learn from our mistakes and how we can use those lessons to improve our lives. The third step is to take action. We must be willing to take risks and try new things, even if they don't work out. We must be willing to experiment and innovate, and to push beyond our comfort zones. As we embark on this journey, we must remember that failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. We must be patient, persistent, and resilient, and we must be willing to learn from our mistakes. In conclusion, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a natural part of the learning process, and it can often lead to new discoveries and insights. By reframing our thinking around failure and taking action, we can turn our mistakes into opportunities for growth and success. We must remember that every successful person has experienced failure at some point in their lives. However, they didn't let that failure define them. Instead, they used it as a stepping stone to success. So, the next time you experience failure, don't be discouraged. Instead, use it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. And always keep in mind that success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a journey of learning, growing, and improving. It's a journey of taking risks, experimenting, and innovating. And it's a journey of perseverance, resilience, and determination. So don't be afraid to fail. Instead, be afraid of not trying. Be afraid of not taking risks. Be afraid of not pushing beyond your comfort zones. Because the truth is, failure is not the worst thing that can happen to you. The worst thing that can happen to you is not trying at all. So go out there and take risks. Go out there and experiment. Go out there and innovate. And go out there and push beyond your comfort zones. Because the only way to guarantee failure is to not try at all. And the only way to guarantee success is to keep trying, no matter what. In the end, it's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's not about being flawless. It's about being fearless. And it's not about being successful. It's about being willing to take risks and try new things. So don't be afraid to fail. Instead, be afraid of not living up to your potential. Be afraid of not pursuing your dreams. And be afraid of not taking risks. Because the truth is, Failure is not the end.